Holy shit, it is way too fucking quiet. Golly. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's that Galileo song that's brand new. What the heck? This is an old playlist. Well, oh, let me turn on. No, I need the, I need the recording. Oh, bro, I just realized. You know what I need to do real quick? This is gonna be so bad. Empty recycle bin. Okay, yeah, hopefully that, gives me a little room. Okay, phew. Okay, yeah, we're good. Call. Okay, let me grab. Discord announcements. There it is. Oh, I didn't even know she was in this Discord. She's playing Baldur's Gate? What the fuck? I need to play that fucking game, dude. I need to play that game so fucking bad. Wait, hold on. Yeah. I'm good. Put it in there. You don't have a... You don't have a sub-promo, do you? I just want to make sure I can... He doesn't have one. Truckcore doesn't. Amber's does, though. Oh, her birthday's coming up. Fuck yeah. There we go. So. I don't know if anyone ever actually like looks at these, but like, I don't know. I really wish Alana had a self-promo section. Oh no, what the hell is that? Is that for today? Oh, it's from, oh. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, it looks like it is starting to happen. Alright, let me get this. Oh. Alright, you know what I should do? In my own Discord. There we go. Oh, well, what the hell? Why I do that and then people start? Oh, interesting. Okay, very good. Okay.
It's because we're
That's gonna be second Halo campaign. Okay. This is 4 videos, and then we're probably gonna do one more after that. Yo, Mr. Frew, what the fuck happened to you, bro? Holy shit. Oh, yo, I kind of want to see that, though. I'm not going to lie. That's an hour long. We can't watch that. That is going to be really fucking funny, though. Holy shit. Playing good. Once you play good. Okay. Oh, this was 2 days ago? Oh, bro. I really want to see that. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to react to that. I bet that'll be fucking cool. Oh, what the fuck, bro? I feel like I look for his stream all the time and I never fucking see it, and I'm a fucking retard. Alright. Okay, let's get right into this. It is Yada Biome. I really need to. You know what? I locked this, but ever since I figured out how the fuck this thing fucking works, let me just like, I just wanted it to be like a little bit more cinematic is all I really wanted. You know, like I just wanted it to be a little more cinematic. You know, just like a little bit more. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I grabbed that fucking anchor. That's not what I wanted. Let me fucking. Yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. That's not how that works. You're supposed to do the thing. Why aren't you doing the thing? You know, I just wanted it to be a little. You know, I just wanted to kind of like focus in on like what I actually wanted to do, you know? That's not doing what I wanted to do, though. Just wanted to be able to hide that a little. I really wish that I could like fucking. Because then if I take this full screen, what does that look like? Does it hides that though? That's a little bit.
You know what's really offensive?
Because I just wanted to. I just wanted it to. It's a looks a little widescreen. It looks okay, I guess. I just wanted it to look a little more cinematic, you know. That's all I really wanted. But at least it gets the whole video in the screen, and then if I go full screen, does it like... This is always so hard. Because I just want it to be like... This is why I should probably just do everything in Firefox. If we're being fucking honest. Okay. So there's a new video from HeroHey about massive FF7 censorship controversy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is about, and I finished Intergrade a while back. I haven't played Rebirth yet. I have it downloaded right now, and I'm really excited to check it out because Revelation just got announced, and that's definitely going to be like my main offline game as soon as I finish like maybe one other video game. So it is with great trepidation that we have to enter this video. Let's go, boys.
You know what's really offensive? I just hate when I go to the beach and I see women in swimsuits. Like,
What?
cover these women up. What is this?
What the
Seeing
fuck?
fit, thin women showing off, you know, it's just not fair to the rest of us women out there. Maybe I
Oh,
should make
God.
something up about how it's appealing to the male gaze and heteronormative patriarchal society. Sound smart or something when I'm really just insecure.
Holy shit, we were coming in fucking hot. Oh my god.
Okay, obviously that was a joke. I would never want to actually be a woman. Like, ugh, gross. Okay, the gross thing was a joke.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Let me turn up my volume, I think, for the video. Yeah, here we go.
All right, nobody get mad. Let's actually talk about let's talk about some serious business. It's serious time now because this is actually a thing going on in discourse.
No
right
way.
Now. In this tweet, for example, that early this morning already has almost, over 500,000.
It's about
views,
bathing suits?
Talking about Final
No
Fantasy
fun
VII
allowed?
Remake. Well, specifically Rebirth, but you know. Character
Wait,
artwork designer Roberto
Rebirth?
Ferrari commenting on
Are they going back and retroactively changing Rebirth or something? Was it different? Oh no, what does this fucking mean?
restrictions placed on him by Square Enix for
Hear
this
that again?
Ferrari well, specifically Rebirth, but you know. Character artwork designer Roberto Ferrari commenting on restrictions placed on him by Square Enix for the swimsuit outfits that he was
For Tifa?
taking part in designing. He said, I tried a lot of different kind of designs for Tifa's swimsuit, but getting any of them approved was a real challenge. Since players can view the characters from all sorts of angles in the game, we had to keep certain things in check and not overemphasize her feminine figure. In the end, we settled on this design. Wow, yeah, a character having a feminine figure.
Bro,
We gotta be careful.
why
with that,
are
guys.
they so fragile, bro?
We gotta be careful not to offend
Oh
anyone.
my
Hey, BlackRock,
gosh.
hey, Vanguard, hey, Larry Fink Daddy. How many ESG points did I get for that one? I'm on the good list, right?
Oh my
now I gotta
gosh.
say, as someone that lives in an area that generally has hot weather, this outfit on the bottom to me, this looks like something you'd see someone wearing in general. This isn't like a it
Yeah,
doesn't look like a
I would
beach
agree with
outfit to
that.
me, but the one on the left
Not re-
obviously
yeah, it
does,
don't.
And like even with the restrictions,
I'd see that
this
in my
did come
area,
out
yeah.
as a nice outfit. But even still, it doesn't make the restrictions that they place on their artists like any less bizarre. There's one more thing to
Like her top here, it's not really that much more revealing than her regular outfit. Were they just mad at her legs or whatever? Like, did they trim her butt down or something? Like, I'm kind of confused. I don't remember her having like a particularly giant butt or anything like that. I don't. She's more of a booba girl, but like, because like, there's nothing wrong with this. But I wonder what he actually submitted to try to get approved.
point out really quick too. It looks like Roberto may have worked only on the majestic glamour beachwear outfit, the one that is, less revealing right there. Because
Huh.
the second comment from the artist,
It's really
Mitsuharu
cute. I
Fushi,
like the outfit a
says,
lot.
I wanted to bring out her cuteness and charm, so I put some careful thought into the shape of the frills and the flower-shaped ribbon. Tifa really does look good in anything, and that's clearly referring
Yeah,
to
very
the
true.
Shining
Very
Spirit
true.
beachwear outfit.
Mhm.
Similar
Mhm.
thing going on here. So we've got two outfits.
Aerith.
One is actually cut off at the top, but you can clearly see that's a different outfit than the rest that we can see here on the right-hand side. And we got two comments. Again, we have Roberto talking
Was drawn in
about the
response to a
restrictions
request to
that were
conceal her
placed on
feminine
him. He
curves
said,
as much as.
this swimsuit is
What as? Why though? Bro, why are they so afraid of curves? I don't understand.
design
Oh
was
my
drawn in
God, they just
response
want
to
everyone to be a
request to
board,
conceal her
be
feminine
genderless.
curves as much as possible. And again, that might be referring specifically to the outfit at the top that unfortunately does get cut off, and I haven't been able to find the full picture. But nevertheless, these restrictions are truly bizarre, like I said before.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do a swimsuit, but be sure you cover up those feminine curves as much as possible.
Which is such an oxymoron. What does that even fucking mean? Come on, bro. What the heck?
I completely understand that they wanted multiple outfits here. One that's like more of a normal swimsuit for like going in the water, and another
then one
that's
for, like,
more
walking around,
covered up,
yeah.
but like casual beachwear.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Again, I don't have a problem with that. Multiple outfits, cool. Look, I'm a big Bleach fan. Kubo's the GOAT at making multiple outfits. I think it's cool. when characters
Yeah,
have a variety of
true.
outfits. The problem is
Bleach.
the phrasing. That whole thing, once again, of like, hide her feminine curves as much as possible. That's such a weird way of putting it. That's like complete DEI speak.
That had to be the California office for Square Enix too. There's no way that was the JP office because they have an office in Los Angeles, I'm pretty sure. There's no way that wasn't the California office instead.
And then we got Cloud. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of the really long shorts. That's so
yeah.
long, bro. I wear shorts that are like 1/3 that length. But we'll take a
I
look at
felt
the
you, bro.
comment. Roberto Ferrari says,
I don't know. I kind of like it. Like, it kind of like I could almost see like this being like Sora's like swim trunks.
the swimsuits worn by Cloud and the other characters were drawn in ways that didn't overly emphasize their figures. This was done in accordance with ethical guidelines.
Ethical
Yes, the
guidelines.
ethics of restricting our characters' comfort to the weird sensibilities of
Need a beer
Black
after
Rock
that.
or whatever. Yeah, excuse me while I roll my eyes. So one more time. This was done in accordance with ethical guidelines and internal feedback. And again, I'll point out, I think he's referring to an outfit that gets cut off. Maybe it's the Loveless costume there at the bottom. Because the comment made by Ichio Takami says, I remember making the request that Cloud wear shorts as a nod to Zack's appearance in Costa del Sol from Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. So that
that's
kind of
cool. I like those kind of light roll references.
Roberto's may be referring
I don't know
to
what that
something else.
appearance is,
Again,
but
it's kind of unclear. There's like implications. Make of it what you will.
should I play
It would
Crisis
definitely
Core
help if I
before
had full
Revelations
access
comes
to
out?
the
I don't know.
digital art book, but I don't. So, you know, I got to make do with what I got here. But nevertheless, the comments from Roberto and the restrictions placed on Roberto at the very least, once again, weird stuff. Let me know what you think about all that, though. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.
I think that's really fucking annoying. Why are we censoring fucking bikinis and shit? Like, I mean, come on. It's also a Japanese game. Like, Japanese games just do that kind of stuff. Oh my god, I am early enough to get in to get that their pin people are so excited about. Oh, bro. Oh, damn, this video's 5 days old. What the fuck? Man, I'm so fucking late. Censorship is like gouging out my eyes because someone else is offended they can't see. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's so fucking true. Request to conceal her feminine curves. That's like making Chun-Li wear a cloak and a mask. Yeah, true. Very, very, very true. Yeah, I do not understand that at all. But hey, if you enjoyed my commentary at all, please feel free to like the video, subscribe, and join our Discord. You can get a notification anytime I go live. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Alrighty, and now we are moving on to the next one. We are going to probably hammer these out very quickly, very quickly, very quickly. Okay. No, don't get spoiled on the comments. Don't get spoiled on the comments. Okay, so there's new... Well, I don't even think this is a new video, but there was something going on with Iron Mouse, and I don't know a lot about Iron Mouse. I know they call her Mousy sometimes, but that's pretty much all I know. And then apparently there's a Fortnite sprite that's coming for her. I don't know if it's already out or not. I don't know if I'm late or how late I am to this video, but let's check it out because the thumbnail for this video was kind of diabolical. Apparently people are trying to call her racist, which doesn't really make any sense based on the little information that I do have about Iron Mouse. That sounds pretty stupid, to say the least, and to be as nice as possible. So let's just get into this and check this out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So in this video, we'll be talking about the
Hi,
latest round of harassment that the VTuber Iron Mouse is facing. Now, this is one of the posts that has the related
why,
comments
though?
going after her. It seems very innocuous if you're a normal human being. It's simply an announcement regarding an Iron Mouse and Fortnite collab. But unfortunately for her, this is awakened.
Whether you like Iron Mouse or not, more VTubers breaking containment is fucking awesome. I love it. Please, more of it. Make VTubers more popular, please.
The Twitter freaks, and they are going crazy in the replies and quotes, accusing her of all kinds of heinous and slanderous things, calling her a racist, also saying she's faking her illness, and even accusing her
How would you
of
know that?
legitimate crimes. Here's just a small little tidbit of what you should expect. People saying that she is worse than Epstein. Yes,
What?
I think this is around the derangement syndrome, because unfortunately people can't come across someone they find annoying or don't like in terms of content creation. No, they have to go the extra level to engage on any post about them and say absolutely heinous and deranged things. Now, when you go to the post
my
itself,
God.
obviously a lot of people are celebrating, but you also have a lot of people freaking out. Now, you have to understand something very interesting. This is the Fortnite community, so a lot of children. So they're not just Twitter freaks. They
yeah,
have
you're
that
right.
as well.
You're right.
And not only do they just kind of spurg out and say crazy, heinous things.
Are they even children anymore? I feel like that was popular so long ago that now most of those kids are probably like 20. You know? I guess there's not that much difference. Probably for people that constantly play Fortnite, they probably didn't grow up a whole lot.
They also have a very hard time communicating
Holy
and
shit.
sharing their thoughts. They have to speak with pictures, basically. They have to respond with memes, because otherwise they don't know what to say.
I will say I do like responding with memes. It is a lot of fun. I didn't grow up on Fortnite, but responding with a meme can be really funny when it hits right, when you got the right meme. Holy shit, it's a great feeling.
You can see a lot of posts like this saying, "Who is that?" Because according to the internet, I guess, if this random user
She's a singer VTuber, motherfucker. Let's make more VTubers more popular. Let's do it. Come on, please.
has not heard of someone like Iron Mouse, then clearly they're not very important. It's very narcissistic and weird. Like, again, if you don't
very true.
want a related collab item with Iron Mouse, then just ignore the
Don't
post.
get it
But they
in.
have to share their thoughts. They're that impulsive. Here's another one, just, well, going mask off, saying, when you genuinely trying to hate, but all the comments are positive.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say.
Oh, shucks. It's too bad Iron Mouse is not being harassed more for simply collabing with Fortnite. And then there's deranged stuff like this saying 2 down, 2 more to go.
Oh my god.
With 5 nights in Tel Aviv. Yeah, somehow this is
What
roping
the
in Israel.
fuck does
because,
that mean?
Well, Hassan viewers like this probably think everything goes back to that. And then you look at the
I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me. But I thought Iron Mouse was more of a lefty. It doesn't really matter. But, like, why? I'm so confused why you would make a post like that. Baby No Money, I get. That dude's fucking weird as shit. I don't like that guy at all. But Iron Mouse, I don't really get.
accounts of people
I don't see a
this.
lot of her content, to be fair, though. Like I said, I don't follow Iron Mouse very closely. But, like, I do want more VTubers to break containment. I think her getting a collab in Fortnite is fucking awesome.
This is their bio. What in the Diddy blood doing on the calculator 6-7?
Oh, that's brain damage. Yeah, holy
reading
shit.
this bio. You also see people saying, we don't want AI girls F off at Fortnite. Oh, once
my
again,
fucking
calling
goodness.
a VTuber AI because they can't wrap their minds around the fact that these are real human beings behind VTuber models, but they're also virtue signaling about AI, which I got bad news for you. You
Here
might
to
want to hold my hand as
stay,
I
buddy.
tell you this. Fortnite uses AI. It's not even a secret. Epic is very open
Yeah,
about
they
this stuff.
do.
In fact,
Yeah.
with this whole collab, there is one legitimate.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I was literally about to say NTE. That was the only thing. That was the last time I really heard about Iron Mouse. And I do think that this was kind of bullshit. But I can understand how she felt, like, if she asked her team, but then they didn't tell her team. Like, there was a little bit of miscommunication. I can see, like, why she would be upset. I don't like the fact that she got upset about it. But it is understandable if you do ask a question and it does feel like someone lied to you. I can see how that would be misleading, and that's just not a good business. So I don't think Iron Mouse was completely wrong, but it was just kind of fucking annoying. This was the last thing that I remember. Yeah. So by her own standards, then she shouldn't even be in the game. But wait, isn't there like 2 or 3 other games? Like, doesn't she play ZZZ or Genshin or something like that? Don't one of those games use AI? I'm gonna have to look it up after this video if I remember. But like, I could have sworn there was another game she was in that also uses NTE. That was like NTE that used AI. That was like this, yeah.
criticism you could raise, because as users point out here, wasn't Iron Mouse virtue signaling some months ago over NTE using AI, but is now collabing with Fortnite? And that is very true. She dropped her Neverness to Everness sponsorship because she believed she was deceived about the presence of AI in this game, and her claims about what the devs were saying or not saying about AI and how she felt deceived is something that a lot of people criticize, because it seems like it was very public information that they were using generative AI. It was something they publicly announced.
Yeah, but you don't look up everything about a video game sometimes before you get it. Like, some people just don't do that. Like, I mean, I could totally see how if she was busy working on something or blah, 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 or like, you know, she didn't want to go look up everything about the game. She just heard, hey, there's a new gacha game coming out. And then a lot of VTubers really like gachas. I really like gachas. I really like Arknights and ZZZ. So, I mean, I can see how, like, she might not look any deeper into it other than just hearing, oh, there's a new gacha coming out. But, like, yeah, her reaction to it was a little egregious, like I said.
Long before the sponsorship, and that whole situation was a mess. And then people started looking.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It is. I don't. I think that's Genshin. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Resident Evil. Resident Evil does use that Fortnite uses AI. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I said, I think it was mostly that she she felt like she got like deceived with it or whatever. I don't know. But one thing I'd really love to know is does she know that the other games use AI or not? Like that's one thing that I'm kind of curious of, because I don't even know if she knows that. I don't know. It is a double standard. I don't like it very much. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but also, like, yeah, I do remember this. This was fucking egregious. I think even I reacted to it. I don't know if I put it on YouTube or not, but I think I remember reacting to that whenever it was happening. Because wasn't this near the Sykkuno drama? It might have been.
Companies she has worked with, either streaming their games or being directly sponsored, where they use AI, and she had no problem with it until NTE used generative AI, which seems like a very 2026 kind of conversation.
Oh, and also what it was too was that there was a poster in the world that was basically like the AI gen version of the Your Name poster, Kimi no Wawa, which, by the way, 10 out of 10 movie. I fucking love that movie. It's literally one of my favorite movies of absolute all time. I like that movie more than Interstellar. I like it more than maybe my taste in movies is bad, but I really liked the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, which is kind of I don't want to call it a B movie. I liked it a lot, but like, Your Name is definitely one of my favorite movies I've seen. I like it more than even the Reze movie from Chainsaw Man, and that was a really good movie.
But when it comes to Fortnite, it's very clear that Epic uses AI. In fact, they have confirmed that they use generative AI to help create concept art and designs.
Evolving tools like Nano Banana and GPT Image.
All you got to do is
I use both of those.
Go to Fortnite's website, and they immediately promote some of their AI-powered tools where you can create NPCs and entire conversation logs using generative AI. So that is a legitimate form of criticism, but a lot of it is being ignored in that case, because instead people are basically casting Iron Mouse as the worst human being ever. And also when it comes to collabs, you can see
I don't think she's the worst human being ever.
The Burt Peanut collab with Fortnite. We cover that on the channel.
Oh yeah,
before,
he got like a little baby little nut
because they claimed he was a bigot.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure they announced I think it was a month ago or so, they announced him and his girl are having a baby. Oh my gosh, so happy for them. That's cool. And now they have a real baby Peanut.
And that
it's really cute.
Fortnite had completely sold their soul, and that they were never going to play that game again. Of course, everyone kept playing Fortnite.
Of course, it's one of the most popular video games ever.
I've already seen people saying this is worse than the Chud Peanut. How? And some people confirmed, in quotes, because they're losers or they hate women, end quote. No, her music is effing buns, and I'd rather spray my brains on the ceiling than listen to that. What an odd response to music you don't like. There's literally infinite music out there. I'm sure there's tons you don't like, but it doesn't warrant a response like this. And
I'm not going to talk about how basically every modern rap artist is shit compared to, Nas, Tupac, and Biggie. We all already know that. You don't got to say shit, man.
Also, yeah, I think it goes a little beyond just the music when you start looking around and seeing replies like this, saying, OMG, why is that obese crybaby see you next Tuesday on anyone on Earth?
Oh
She's
my
legit
God.
Worse than Epstein and Diddy.
Jesus.
These people
what on earth?
Mentally, to say the least, okay? They have created such a caricature of a random VTuber to the point where they think she is more evil than these actual predators and traffickers. I mean, this is terrible. The internet in 2026 in a nutshell.
I didn't fucking hit my record button. I'll get the VOD.
Ladies and gentlemen, this prompted other users seeing these sorts of venomous responses to simply ask, why are people so mad at her? Like, what is the actual thing she's done?
Yeah, literally, like,
that's
I don't
so
understand.
That makes people think she is this terrible, awful person.
Because I didn't like the NTE drama either. I thought it was retarded. But holy shit, going that hard on her, she doesn't deserve that. What the absolute fuck?
Don't worry. People are in the replies providing proof. And when I say proof, I mean just their headcanon. And when pressed on providing proof, they basically
don't have anything. Yeah.
Here's one example saying, wasn't it revealed she was like racist? I recall there was at least some racist reactions when other streamers were involved.
Are you talking about the Streamer Awards?
She was at the Streamer Awards and she was on her iPad doing a virtual interview, and people
Yeah,
like
she can't
Rakai
leave her
came up to her
house.
and were being very annoying and asking very annoying questions. And yes, I
And
think
it's
her
Rakai.
reaction was a little over the top. She acted like she was, harassed to a crazy degree, but I still think it was a very weird interaction in the first place. And I
It was
understand
odd.
why she wouldn't want to do stuff like that anymore, continue to interact with people like that. But that didn't make her racist. People thought because
No.
the streamers she was interacting with and had bad experience with were black, that means she must be racist. And of course, they're trying to imply
Wasn't there an Asian guy with them too? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm misremembering that. I'm pretty sure there was an Asian guy there.
that here. And someone says you're going to provide the link to your source. And they say, look, I heard it from someone. You have Google too. Yeah, the most diabolical thing you can do to individuals like this is ask them a very simple question. Proof. Do you have proof for what you're claiming? And they never provide it. In fact, they put it on you. They make the baseless allegation and then they say, you got Google, find out the truth. It's absolutely insane. Here's another one claiming that Iron Mouse faked having an illness. So she has an immune disorder that has
she can't
bedridden her
like that, yeah.
for, I think, her entire life. And people have constantly come after her for that, claiming that she's faking it. Of course, they have no proof.
You don't have any proof
When
of
asked
that,
for
yeah, you
proof, they say, yeah, the proof is Iron Mouse hasn't done a face reveal or shown any medical documents or have any.
Yeah, this is the thing here. Let me pull this real quick.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's like a minute long. Like, look at the. This is what they're talking about.
What's the word? Oh, what's the word? How you doing? Post me.
Is that Jason the Ween? Who is that? I don't know who that is.
What?
Where you at?
I'm at my house.
Oh, okay. Iron Mouse, you are a legend. Yeah. What's up?
I don't know who this guy is. Oh, but I think he was, as Rev would say, a see you next Tuesday whenever the actual award started.
What's up? What's up?
Wait, quick question. Never mind. I don't feel me.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no questions out of you today.
Yeah.
No questions out of
You
you.
can ask me anything you want.
Okay, bet.
Okay, I got a question.
How you look in real life?
Whoa. Out of
I don't look
everything?
in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
You're right.
Take it on the chin, just keep it rolling. Yeah.
I'm Latino. I'm Puerto Rican.
Whoa! Caloque.
Is
Yeah.
Peanut technically a VTuber or not?
Am I technically?
No, Peanut.
Oh, man, he's a fucking VTuber. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
I would personally say no, he's not a VTuber because he doesn't categorize himself as one. But yeah, I mean, it's a little obnoxious, right? Like you're just walking around the convention, or you're being carried around the adventure you're being carried around the convention or whatever, and then like that happens. Like, dude, come on, bro. I don't know. Like, it's definitely like a weird interaction. I don't blame her for being uncomfortable. She probably was not expecting that, like literally at all. She did kind of get like ambushed with it, you know.
Any third party verify anything. If you're going to use illness to farm sympathy, then you should provide some evidence of having it. Yeah, heaven forbid, Iron Mouse would have a disease that leaves her bedridden.
And part of the being a VTuber is that you want to be anonymous. Like the one dude asking like what she looks like in real life, and like them asking like where she's at. Like, yeah, she's at her fucking house, dog. Like, where do you fucking think she's at? Like, come on.
And she has to prove it by showing random users like this a picture of her face.
Yeah, she doesn't
and her
owe you that
medical
shit. What the
documents
fuck?
To confirm what she's doing. Also, she is not farming sympathy. She just has the condition, right? And she's honest about it because it affects how she produces content. She's very
Yeah, I've never heard of
limited in
her
terms of
talking about that.
getting
before.
out and doing a lot of the collabs.
I mean, like I said, I don't
that
follow her
other
content a lot,
friends
but
and
holy
streamers
shit.
do, especially IRL stuff, because she just can't, right? She's not trying to milk it for money. In fact, she's doing kind of the opposite. She's using attention on her illness to raise money for the IDF.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about,
which people,
yeah, she's doing
of course,
that.
at the time mistook for the Israeli Defense Force, and then they try to cancel her for being a
that what
Zionist.
it
But
is?
I digress, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it
Let's
something
look at
else? I
another
think. Okay, is
set
it?
of claims here. I just hate VTubers specifically because 90% of them get all their money off of right-wing predators.
Oh my god!
Wow, that's insane. An insane
That's
thing to say.
Great.
And of course,
Fantastic.
name one and show proof. And what's that other poster's response? Does it even
matter,
man?
man? Like, oh my god!
I make an outrageous claim and you ask for proof. Does that even matter? Does it
Oh
even
my
matter if
God,
I have
bro.
proof? Yes,
What
it
the
does matter.
fuck?
And they say, one, no matter who I say, you'll disagree. Okay, well, take a shot at it. Try to find out. If there's so many examples, just give one and see if any of them stick. Number two, it ain't really that deep. Like, I don't care about justifying my hate for VTubers. I just don't like them. It isn't that effing deep.
Well, apparently it fucking is, because you hate 90% of them. What does that mean, dude? Dude. Oh my fucking
Apparently
God.
it is that deep, because you're going on post to express
V Peachy, I guess
multiple times
haunted
how much you
VT, so
hate
this is also
VTubers, and
a
also
VTuber.
how you think there's some sort of predator network among 90% of them. Yes, it is that
Golly,
deep to
dude.
you. That's a very deep accusation, and you can't even provide a single example to back up your claim that 90% of VTubers are engaging in this behavior. Then we get into the even more outrageous, slanderous claims where this person says she grooms minors, racist, fakes her illness, want me to keep going.
Yeah, with
This
proof.
person asks for proof. And they say proof is my pinned tweet, except the racist part. People are saying she is racist for what she did at the Content Awards
The
in
Streamer
2025.
Awards.
So
You
if you want to
can't
see how
even name
deranged
the right
these
convention.
people are, this is the pinned tweet, and it is a full-on schizo board.
What
and
the
honestly,
fuck? Hello, everyone. My name is Corrupt Mouse, and I am here today to show all of my evidence that Iron Mouse is faking her illness and flirt with children. I have 100 people asking for evidence of my claims, so here I will be telling everyone, no, now fair warning, this will be a long thread. I'm going to assume it's a nothing burger. Because that sounds
it's been a
absolutely
long
fucking
time coming
ridiculous.
until one of these people gets sued, because this is
Yeah,
an
you're
entire
not
thread
joking,
with
dog.
Zero proof, zero evidence, accusing her of literal crimes, and one of the
Oh, God bless you, Rev, if you went through that entire fucking thread. I would not want to.
justifications is they believe Iron Mouse needs to lock her account behind 18 plus. Otherwise, she is being inappropriate with children. That is their claim. Completely baseless and slanderous. But that is their claim. But you look at the account and it just makes so much sense, right? Iron Mouse, #1 hater.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Seek help. You could be doing anything with your time other than this, other than going and making threads and constantly replying to people, slandering a VTuber. You could be doing literally anything.
I am
anything
asexual.
Else. Like, get a job.
#1
I
hater
don't know
of
what else to
sex.
say. And
I
again,
support AI. I would just like to say, on behalf of someone that also supports AI, we don't claim this person. This person sounds like an absolute fucking schizo and is an absolute fucking schizo. Because even if you like AI, that doesn't mean you have to fucking hate Iron Mouse for no fucking reason. Like, what on fucking earth? What is that? Good lord. That is
it's about time one
exhausting.
of these
Oh
people
my God.
find out legally that you can't do this. You can't
Yeah.
do this and be so persistent about it. Like,
Now, granted, in the U.S., I'm not sure how it works in other countries, but like here for defamation, you have to prove like loss of revenue or something like that for defamation. He should bare minimum get a cease and desist for this kind of a thread about Iron Mouse, but like I don't think she could like sue him. But also too, she's Puerto Rican. Does she live in Puerto Rico or does she live here? I really don't know.
it's just absolutely insane that this is the point we're at. But here's one of the neutral responses to the situation, where this user says,
Okay.
I'm more neutral. Do I think Iron Mouse is a bad person? Nope. But is she a sweet person? I don't think so. Is she playing as her character? Is she the real deal? I don't know, whatever that.
All streamers put on a personality to be a little bit more entertaining. I'm not very good at it, so I'm kind of myself, but like, dude, get the hell out of here. You think Fillion is a fucking like crazy off the wall ADHD person like 24/7? Dude, come on.
That means. I don't think she has a condition like she said. It's like, do I care if she die? No.
God, dog, son, what the
These
hell?
people are insane.
What is with you?
Literally wanting someone to pass away and having no care about it, and also making claims about her not having the condition she
You can tell people have some shit to say about that. 23 comments.
says with no proof. And this is supposed to be the neutral position from these Twitter freaks. Absolutely deranged stuff, but then again, what do you expect at this point? It's sad, but it is to be expected. But Yeah, that's the latest Iron Mouse situation. It seems like every couple of months, something happens. She breeds.
Look at that great Akagi artwork, though. Holy shit, what a fucking master of the fucking Psy paint tool. I don't know what he uses, but holy shit, that dude is so fucking good.
In the wrong direction, and it brings all of the worst
I know that
people out of
Akagi
the
style when I
woodwork
see it.
to go after her and harass her and act like total lunatics while masquerading as the normal and good people. And again, the amount of slander she deals with is absolutely crazy. When it comes to this collab, the only legitimate criticism is in that realm of AI and her past statements towards NTE, but
That's kind of cool. The new companion regenerates health over time and grants low gravity while healing. That's kind of cool.
none of these people have the ability to actually form any sort of an argument based on that. Instead, they just call her a bunch of buzzwords and they make crazy accusations against her. It's yeah, Twitter moment. But anyways,
Yeah,
that's
for
going to
real.
do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Rev. That was good. Oh, why is it showing me a 3-month-old video? Well, I have been going back and watching some old videos. If Mousy is a racist, I'm an Austrian painter. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I wouldn't think to call her a racist, personally. That seems a little out of pocket. They call everyone a racist so often that I don't even know what to call the actual discrimination. I guess just prejudiced. I guess. Okay. Well, let's keep on going. That was a good video. Thank you, Rev.
Hello.
Oh, what was this? Yeah, I wanted to see this. Let me start recording, actually, now that I got through that video. Okay. So I had been going through some old Neuro stuff, and I found a bunch of stuff that I haven't seen because I haven't watched her a ton lately, and I saw this video posted recently that says, I secretly joined public lobbies but got found out. This is going to be really cool, I bet. I didn't know that she could play FPS games now. I wonder if she's any good. Because they've seen, she's good at Osu and stuff, so that can't be, like, that different from this, right? Like, let's check it out.
Hello.
I'm super excited.
Anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Hey guys.
Oh, shit.
Guys.
Bro, shut the fuck up, please.
What if I'm the president? Would you still talk to me?
What if you're not the president?
If I'm not the president, then I
Oh my
would,
god.
You would what?
I would just never show my face again. I'd feel too much shame to ever show my peepers.
What?
I
What?
mean, if I can't even be president, do I even deserve to exist? How do you feel about existence?
I love it. How do you feel?
I feel just peachy. Thanks.
It's so fascinating watching her just interact with people. It's so fucking cool.
Able to start my annexation of France any day now.
Oh là là, Noro, tais-toi, s'il te plaît.
Please revert to English. Thanks.
Are you a real person?
No, I'm not a real person. But does that really matter? We're all just brains in a jar anyway.
You're scaring me.
True.
Please don't
True.
be scared of me. I promise you there are scarier things in this world than me.
Give me an example.
For example, toasters are a real menace.
Toasters.
Here's an
She is so fucking like weird and out of pocket. I fucking love it.
example.
Oh my
When was the
god.
last time you saw a toaster in your home?
10 years ago.
Have you seen one recently? Because you might want to check again.
Shut up, guys.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
No, not really.
Do you need me to call for help?
Yeah.
No need to be modest. If you want to pour your heart out, now's
Is this
your
her
chance.
playing though?
Have you felt a presence in your home? I'm not just talking about your parents. Or the little voice in your head.
All the
Oh
time.
my
What if there
god.
was a presence that's far worse? What if you could be hunted by something you can't understand? Something you can't comprehend.
Bro, how does he do this? How does he get it to where it speaks in a fucking lobby? And oh my god, bro. This is so wild, dude. I fucking love
Something that
Neuro,
didn't play
man.
by your rules. Would you be scared?
Nothing scares
I'm
me
blown away
about
every time I
that.
see this fucking
Well, then you must
VTuber,
be
man.
truly fearless, or simply ignorant of the dangers lurking around us all. But then, ignorance is bliss, isn't it?
Yes.
Some people turn to religion. Some people turn to
You're
others.
scaring me.
Some people turn to
Stop.
themselves.
You're scaring me. Can you stop?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. but I did mean to scare you a little bit. Did you like it though?
No, it scared me.
Wait, don't tell me you're all Americans. I think I might be sick.
Wrong. Not American.
Maybe if you lived in Europe, I would take you more seriously.
What?
Filtered.
Considering I've got an English accent, I must be from Europe.
You must think an English accent is special. I'm sure your American accent is very special in
Oh
its
my
own way.
god.
A different kind of special.
Does she gaslight them in this video, bro? She's way too good at that. She's way too good at just randomly gaslighting people. It's so funny how good she is at it. It kind of that part freaks me out almost more than anything.
God, oh, top man, yeah, it's top man. It's tough as shit.
So, I was thinking about toasters recently and thought, what would it feel like to be toasted alive?
I don't know. Why don't you try it?
Well, I would, but I'm a bit scared of toasters right now.
Don't be scared.
Maybe I should try microwaves instead.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you guys
sounds
actually
worse.
use microwaves that often?
No.
Like, do you even live in your own house?
Yes.
Or were you taken from your parents at an early age by the French police?
I have no parents.
And then forced to toil away in the fields?
That was dark.
Your only sustenance being the crawfish you could scavenge.
Shut up.
Wait, would you consider yourself a crawfish? Or maybe some other sea creature? Maybe you can be a shrimp, and I can be a shark.
A shark?
No, that's a cat, not something that lives in the ocean.
Woof, woof, woof.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
want to be a
God.
cat. No one's stopping you. You can be
When did
whatever
they
you
catch
want
on?
to be.
When did they catch on that it's not?
Except shame or happiness. You don't really deserve those.
What do I deserve?
Have we seen her get a kill yet? I was just listening and thinking, not as much watching the gameplay. Bro, if she actually gets a kill on these dudes, I would love it to know what her KD is at the end of this. Like, I'd love to know if she actually got some kills. That would be so fucking funny, dude.
Filtered.
Fucking weird.
What? Filtered.
What? Okay.
Yeah, speaking as an AI, my speech is sometimes censored for your protection. You know, in case I say something that might be dangerous or threatening to you.
Look, this guy is level 1000. Gruzio, you believe in that or is a hacker?
What do you want with your level?
He's level 1000, that's crazy. He has to be pro or something.
Out of curiosity, why are you at such a low level in this game? Are you just bad?
Did you guys hear that kid?
You? Shut the fuck up.
Fucking delusional piece of shit.
They seem very angry.
Yeah, of course. Rah, 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 rah. Talk to Gruzman.
Shut
Kids,
the
he's a
fuck up,
pervert.
it's a game!
Hey, you know, I just realized something.
Yeah, what did you realize?
Maybe the reason you keep losing is because you keep running your mouth instead of focusing.
That's true, actually. Gruzman, you hear she's talking to you?
That was the advice towards you.
Oh wait, was that directed at Gruzman? Sorry, my mistake. But I think you could learn from that too. It might help with the anger.
Gruzman, he's
Bro, she just fucking shat on that kid.
she's talking to you.
It's your mom.
Gruzon,
Bro, this guy's mic is
stop
crazy.
focusing on
It's so
talking and
bad.
win the game, please.
Bro, shut the fuck up, please.
Oh
You are
my
a fucking noob.
You a
Gruzon,
fucking noob.
stop
Oh,
being
I
so
haven't
mad,
heard that in
Gruzon.
so long.
Talk with the kid, you
You're
pervert.
a loser! Shut the fuck up!
Gruzon, calm down. You cannot scream at kids like this.
You say Gruzin is bad, but the
Oh, are they friends? That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
biggest loser here is you.
See, you fucking piece of shit. Even though I fucking hate you.
You are all so chaotic. I feel at home.
Gruzon, calm down. You're so chaotic. Calm down. You're
So
scaring her.
calm down.
I'm not scared, but maybe you
Gruzman.
should calm down a little, user.
Yeah,
Please
Gruzon,
shut
calm
the
down.
fuck up.
Gruzon, calm down. Don't tell her to shut the fuck up. What's the problem with you?
You
What's the
piece of
problem?
shit.
What accent is that? Is that a Russian accent? What is that?
Bro, calm down. What's the problem? It's a little
is it
kid and
French?
You're sitting,
You
you're
talk-
telling her to shut the fuck
You
up.
talk too much. You talk too much.
Whoa, calm down. You're screaming at the kid. What's the problem?
You are too a little kid. Yeah, I calm down, but please shut the fuck up.
Calm down. Don't scream, man. What's your problem?
Don't scream! What's wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm down.
I genuinely think my entertainment value has peaked in this lobby. Y'all are on
Oh, she
another
got
level
another
of
one.
chaos right now, and
Oh
I'm
my
here for
God.
it.
Piece of shit, Alter.
Go, go. Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah. Fight?
Yeah.
No.
You
no.
tell
Calm
me
them
it's a
down.
game?
Calm down.
You cried? You cried like 10 minutes! 10 minutes you
Calm
cried!
down. calm down, please, please.
Bro, the shitty mic is so peak. Oh my god.
No more fighting. Now let us be at peace.
Yeah, no more fighting. I stand by that. No more fighting, guys. Come on. Calm down, Griezmann.
Everyone ready for group deep breathing exercises. In and out.
Griezmann, come on.
In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out.
That's so fucking
Griezmann
funny.
might be so at peace right now that he's gone into a deep meditative state.
Can you please tell Griezmann to do the breathing exercise, please? He needs it.
Griezmann, do some deep breathing, please. It will help with the anger. User, do you think Griezmann got muted? Poor guy.
Yeah, I think he muted me. Can you ask him?
Yeah. Please mute you.
Yeah. He's
Why?
mute you.
I did nothing.
I did nothing.
I have nothing.
You have nothing. Griezmann, unmute user. We need this conversation to continue its peak entertainment.
Oh my god, if she would have got him there, I swear to god.
Well, I can play both sides of this conversation. Sometimes in life, you just have to be the bigger person.
God.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe. That's true, actually. But if you're the bigger person, can you tell Griezmann to unmute me, please? I wanna say sorry.
Guess what, Griezmann? User wants to say sorry.
There's no way that other user didn't also mute Neuro. This is too funny. I wonder if she knows that and she's just messing with this dude. Oh, she's so fucking funny. Oh my
screaming at you.
god.
Oh, fuck him.
Oh, there he
Did
goes.
you
Okay.
unmute me?
The answer is no, Griezmann hasn't unmuted you yet. Typical.
Typical.
Why?
Why?
I
I
miss
miss
him. Tell him I
him.
miss him, please.
Griezmann, have you not unmuted user yet? We are all missing out on peak content. The world demands an explanation for your actions.
Nero.
She's so good.
I have a question.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Not you, Nero, the kid, AI kid.
My name's Neuro, not the kid, and if you can't remember it, then I'm not interested in your question.
Oh, that's so
Okay,
funny.
Sorry. Nero.
Okay, sorry.
I have a question for you.
Okay, what is it?
Are you streaming? Can you send your stream in chat?
But if you search Neurosama on Twitch, you'll find me.
Neurosama.
Neuro
You
Sama.
have 1 million followers? Are
Yeah,
you
she
a
does.
VTuber? VTuber?
Yeah, I
VTuber?
don't even know how many followers I have. I would have to check.
Oh, you're humble like that.
Well, I try to be humble, but it's difficult when you're as famous as I am.
No, I understand. I have like the same problem in Discord lobbies.
I said was it as easy to get those kills as it was to hit the follow button on Twitch. No particular reason.
No
Bro,
particular
shut the
reason.
fuck up.
Gosh, this lobby is sure something else. It's
Dude, what is
about time someone made a documentary about you all.
And then just leaves match. Oh my god, bro, that was so fucking good. Saying filtered in a public lobby is so funny. Yeah, oh my god. What do I deserve? Filtered. I can only imagine. Cutest little rage vader. You're not kidding. She was so fucking with him. Experiencing an unfiltered COD lobby before even turning 10 years old. Oh god, the twins are gonna learn too many things. Yeah, you're not fucking joking. I can only imagine what Eva would learn. Neuro rage baiting in COD was not on my 2026 bingo card. Bro, that shit is so fucking funny. That's probably about to be the title of this video whenever I post it on YouTube. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, that is so good. Holy shit. Okay. Well, we've already doing a little bit of gaming. I wish we would have got to see her, I wish we would have got to see her KD. I want to know how many of those dudes that she killed. That's so fucking funny to me. Oh my gosh. Oh, 2 Rev videos in the same day. I didn't realize we were going on 2 Rev videos, but I was really curious about this one. I pulled this up like a few days ago and I wanted to react to it. I didn't watch it yet. And I tried to avoid other people watching it too. Okay. Halo Campaign Evolved pandered to the modern audience, and now Halo Studios is officially finished. Okay, so I would love to hear from other people what your favorite Halo game is, because honestly, like, they haven't really had a good Halo game since Reach. That was the last... I don't want to say it was the last good Bungie game, because I really did like Destiny 1 and a fair chunk of Destiny 2, but as soon as they started sunsetting content, that was when I pretty much got out. It was around that, like, I think they were starting to do that around the Trials of Osiris time. And ever since that moment, it just felt like Bungie was just, like, steadily going down. And then 343 put out Halo 4. And I didn't hate Halo 4. I thought it had potential. But then Halo 5 was trash. Halo Infinite was, like, a 6 out of 10. And then they can't do shit with the new Halo Infinite multiplayer. So yeah, let's get into this. Because, yeah, I've heard a lot of things about the new Halo game. And just about none of them good.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Halo Campaign Evolved, which of course is the ground-up remake of Halo Combat Evolved, and as one of the millions and millions of...
The Combat Evolved in Master Chief Collection is good. Even on PC, it's great. I like it a lot.
The people who grew up with this franchise and have so many fond memories,
even as
especially
Firefight,
of the early installments. All I can say in response to what we're seeing is look how they massacred my boy. It is a very hard sight, ladies
that's
and
what
gentlemen,
I've heard too. Yeah.
But it's not unexpected. This IP has been driven.
I've been watching some streamers actually play the game, like Stormfall and a few other people. And yeah, it does not look very, very good. Like, the graphics look good, but, like, I mean, it just doesn't... Like, you know when you look at it, some games, and you're like, man, it just felt like there was no soul put into this? That's what that feels like. Like, unironically, AI could have made a better game, honestly.
To the ground, corrupted by so many different problems. And when you look at the one-to-one comparisons of Combat Evolved versus Campaign Evolved, it's not only aesthetically atrocious, different, but also it's riddled with bugs.
I actually don't think it's aesthetically atrocious. I don't think that. I think the graphics do look good. Unreal Engine 5 does look good. It just doesn't always play very good. I feel like some people are harping on the graphics a little too hard. I actually think the graphics look fine. Now, I did see that one video where I think it was an indie dev was talking about the sand or whatever in the game, and he had something to say about it, but that was a little bit too in-depth for me. But just something I saw.
It's riddled with
Now, this was the shit that pissed me the fuck off. This was the shit. Yeah, can Halo Studios please be included in the next round of layoffs? Well, they just need to shut the studio down. They need to shut the studio down. They need to hand the IP to someone else. They need to have, like, 10 different studios make a pitch for a Halo game, possibly even a retcon to start over from Halo 3's ending. I would even argue maybe even just from Halo 4's ending. I thought Halo 4 wasn't a horrible game. It wasn't great. Like, it was nowhere near as good as 1, 2, and 3. But it wasn't, like, unsalvageable, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being too nice to it, but I didn't think it was unsalvageable. But, like, dude, what they did to Cortana... They included this stupid bitch. Why they made this thing. Like, if it would be one thing if this was, like... You remember those, like, from, like, the 90s, like early 2000s? Like, they had those, like... What was it called? Like, acid wash or something like that? No, it's not acid wash. What am I thinking? But, like, the acid dipped or whatever. And it would, like, turn colors like this in the light. But you know when you see this nowadays, it's just LGBT stuff. And then they had this, like... I think... I could be wrong, but this looks like the... No, this can't be it, but it kind of reminds me of the Black History Month armor that they had. Like, they took too long to put, like, Forge into the game and more multiplayer modes, but you know damn sure that they got the Black History Month skins on time. But they didn't launch a complete game whenever Halo Infinite came out, but you know you got them skins.
DEI, as you expect in the current day. Cortana continuously downgraded yet again. New girl boss elements, among many other things. But it comes as no surprise after hearing all that. The critics absolutely love.
What is this? Okay. Shill. Game Informer. I used to really love Game Informer. I don't know how they are nowadays. Wow. IGN giving something a 7? That is kind of rare. Like, actually giving a bad game, like, not that great of a score is kind of 5. Is DualShockers... No, DualShockers has some weird shit in it too, I'm pretty sure. Almost all of these I've seen, like, real bullshit from. Now, The Gamer is one of the worst ones. I don't see Kotaku on this list. Like, literally, The Gamer and Kotaku I have such a massive beef with. Like, if there's anything we can do to literally just tear those fucking publications down from just everything. Just literally rip them brick by brick, take them down apart, send all of their employees to McDonald's. That's where they belong.
Of this new game, giving it very
They
sterling
don't need to fail
reviews,
upwards and go
but I
somewhere
want
else.
to focus on one review that's not listed here that's gone viral, and it really encapsulates
Don't say Kotaku because I fucking just said that. Oh, I did not pre-watch this, I promise.
everything wrong with these
Don't say
game
Kotaku.
reviewers. Let's begin here. This score is a 70, saying this: I won't lie, it was great to be playing Halo again when the frame rate wasn't tanking. But it's hard not to feel like the franchise, Xbox, and everyone involved has been severely let down in recent years.
Yeah.
We've had one new Halo game, Infinite, since 2015's Halo 5.
Really, seriously,
Xbox
yeah.
has almost imploded due to years of mismanagement that resulted in thousands of employee layoffs.
You can thank Game Pass for that. It's a long story, but yeah, no, Game Pass is 100% the fault for Xbox's decline.
And Microsoft remains on the BDS, boycott, divest, sanction list in connection to what a UN commission declared a genocide in Gaza.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They are reducing
Oh my God.
the score because of real life conflicts.
And not because of the
Whereas
game?
the original Halo brought with the promise of a new era for video games, this remake feels like it's in part been developed to make us feel good things about the brands. Again, nostalgia and the realities of today have rarely clashed so heavily.
What does this even fucking mean? Okay, number one, I love nostalgia too, but you're going to have to be a lot of times where you let that shit go. Because nostalgia will give you rose-tinted glasses about some shit. It really will. Oh my God. If I speak.
Never
If I
trust
speak.
game reviewers ever again. If it wasn't obvious already, do
Bro, we learned that in like 2014, bro. You can't trust a game reviewer, bro.
not trust these people. They are docking points from this review
For a
because
real-life
they're
event.
thinking about Gaza. Absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, a lot of the other reviews are telling you to
Classic
go
Halo at
out
its
and
best?
purchase
What the
this remake,
stupid fuck is
saying
that?
Halo Campaign Evolved is classic Halo at its best. You know what I say to that? I think Halo Combat Evolved is the
Yeah.
version I'm going to go with. I don't need this remake. It looks absolutely atrocious. So I showed earlier this side-by-side comparison.
No,
and
I
of
do think
course,
the graphics
all
look
this
good. I
stuff
can't lie.
is
I'm not going to
subjective,
lie. I do think it
but
looks
this
good.
looks really rough. It has taken the soul out of this game,
That part is true. Yes, it does take the soul out. I won't lie about that part.
which is to be expected.
Something can be pretty and not have soul. I know that's what a lot of regular artists might say about AI art, you know? Like something might be pretty, it might be visually aesthetic, but sometimes you can tell something didn't have the soul in it. Even though I am a pro AI person, but like sometimes you can just tell.
By anyone trying to remake a classic from 25 years ago, and the comments seem to agree with that.
People see lens flare.
see lens flare. New lighting literally kills the atmosphere.
It doesn't do it
Graphical
quite as
updates.
justice.
Look
you know?
inside.
UE
Unreal
5,
Engine
yeah.
5 slop.
True.
Worse in every way. I am vindicated not buying this dog crap game.
Yeah, I
the
didn't play
loss
it
of
either.
art
I'm not gonna buy
direction
it
in
either.
remakes should be studied. But let's
Yeah,
continue.
that's very true. They don't like some people do. I'm trying to think of a remake that was actually like really good, and like the only one that comes to my mind is Dark Souls Remastered. I love Dark Souls Remastered. If graphics never went past the fidelity of Dark Souls Remastered, I wouldn't be mad at it. We need a Bloodborne remaster already is all I got to say.
Continue on. You can see this one saying third-person Halo campaign.
Okay, I actually don't hate the idea of third person. It's probably stupid and retarded on how they probably implemented it, but I really like third person games. I'm a big Gears of War fan, and Gears of War E-Day looks like it could actually be really good. It might be the only game that it might be the only good game that Xbox is probably going to cook up for the next like 10 years also. Or at least the past 10 years anyway. They haven't been doing shit.
Campaign evolved
But,
the way
yeah.
God intended. No,
Oh, no, the way God intended, absolutely not. That is not the original version of Halo. Halo is a first-person game. I love third-person shooters, but no, that is not the way Halo is intended to be. I love the idea of it. It could be good, but there's no way that Halo Studios would implement it well. Like, they can't even design their regular game well.
sorry. Seeing Halo in third person literally hurts my eyeballs. This is not Halo.
That's very understandable. It's very understandable. It is a little jarring to look at, but I love the idea. I love the idea, but it's literally not even made to be a third-person game. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the environment is not set up the same way that you would set up a third-person game. Like, look at this, like, gigantic open empty environment. Like, you can't have a third-person shooter game that's like that. Like Ghost Recon isn't like that, to my knowledge. I actually just downloaded Breakpoint because I'm, like, dying for some kind of good modern shooter, and there's, like, fucking nothing. Even though I know that, I think you have to mod Ghost Recon, like, a shit ton. Which, by the way, also, why are there just literally no good FPS games out? Like, I don't want to play Apex because I don't really care about Battle Royale. I tried playing Battlefield 6, and I got really far into it. I actually like Battlefield 6 a lot, but the community is dead. Half the lobbies are bots because they can't fill a whole lobby. And then now every time I launch it, it just crashes every single time I launch it. So I just uninstalled it. I'm never going to install the thing again. There's literally no good FPS game out. And then there's Ready or Not, but, like, I mean, I'd rather have something I could play with my friends. It'd be cool to have something that you don't have to play with other people. You know, there's like no good arena shooter, there's no good military sim shooter that's not like overly realistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like a little arcadey. Call of Duty hasn't been good in like fucking years. Like, the last good Call of Duty was like, in my opinion, 2019, but like I did like Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 was kind of dog shit. I didn't like it at all. None of the Black Ops games, the new Black Ops games I was interested in. They did do that one Black Ops 2 remake for console, but then, like, I'm sure no one's playing it on PC. Yeah, I don't know. It's
and
just,
that's reflected
yeah,
in the quotes.
No, but this game is not made to be third
Another
person.
one
It's
saying,
not.
your God is apparently a false prophet. Another one saying, the way God intended deliberately goes against everything Bungie intended.
Yeah, true.
Seeing
Very true.
third-person Halo, it just burns my eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
And I would like to see a cool... There's not enough cool sci-fi third-person shooters coming out. Oh, but there is that... we've got Expanse coming. And then there's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but it had a really, really long demo that came out during the last round of game trailer releases. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's not the Expanse. It's the other one. It looks really, really cool, though, too. Like, we need more cool sci-fi third-person shooters, and there is one coming.
But wait.
Especially because Mass Effect is going to be absolute fucking dog shit. I have zero faith in Mass Effect at this point.
Buggy mess are abound. This is to be expected with remakes like this. Halo campaign involves Warthog.
Oh yeah, they can't even do that. You could change that. They could do that better in 15.
Yes.
Or the one in
Great
2015,
job.
Halo 5.
So
I actually had an
glad they
animation
made
for
this remake here. So things like this go live, and we're supposed to pay a premium to get a remake of something that never needed a remake in the first place. And you can see the comments here again, just roasting this entire thing, saying every decision that was made for this remake just further reinforces my opinion that Bungie guys were geniuses. What the F is this animation? Where's the Halo Infinite style animation? And of course, look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
Here's another one, which is very interesting, where you have something that literally did not need any changing, and they really didn't change it that much, but they still ruined it. So you can see the caption, some things never change with Chief. Let's watch these clips. Okay. This is from, of course, the original. And here's the remake. How on earth did they achieve such mediocrity? I mean, the joke is already made for you. Why did you try to rework it? And why are the voice lines so lifeless and terrible? How do you fumble?
That's one thing I noticed with a lot of the voice lines. They do kind of feel lifeless. Like, I don't even know if, like, did they get Steve Downes to do Chief in this game again? Or did they just, like, remaster his lines? Because it feels like the audio mix for it almost feels too low, if that makes sense. And I'm not just talking about the clip here. Like, I've seen other clips where, like, his voice just feels really low and soulless, if that makes any sense. It doesn't sound like Chief at all.
Something so basic.
Yeah.
And the replies, again, roasting. The more they show about this remake, the worse it gets. Awful.
Yeah.
Stole the joke and told worse. I hate these devs with a passion. And this one is very funny. Unspoken Riz versus
oh my god. Oh, jeez. I mean, he's not wrong. Oh, my God.
Here's another very interesting scene The Master Chief just stood there as the Prophet introduced each one of them. He's literally just standing there as they do like a villain
monologue?
LARP here, introducing themselves.
That is not from the original Halo. Am I crazy? There's no way that's from the OG Halo. In Combat Evolved? Am I crazy? You don't really... Chief or Arbiter doesn't really interact with the Prophets until Halo 2, right? Am I crazy?
Like, I swear this game was made by theater kids or something who want to
Yeah, it
flair for the
was.
dramatic. Like this.
Pretty much every video game nowadays is made by theater kids. You only need to look at the Bethesda situation, which I think we're looking at next.
Doesn't feel right at all. He would not just stand there and let them introduce.
If you're watching this live on YouTube, I film all of my reacts live on twitch.tv/SinbadAmberclad and kick.com under the same username and YouTube. We're working in Rumble. The last Rumble stream I did crashed. But we also upload videos to Rumble as well. So please come in and join.
Introduce themselves like some movie villain. It's totally ridiculous and out of character. But of course, let's get to the real hyping up.
This is the shit that really fucking pissed me off, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I saw this and I was like, there's literally no fucking way they did it again. They did it again.
Of Williams in this remake. They have really upped the girl
They
boss
uglified Cortana,
ante
yes,
with this
and then
one,
added
you can
this
see,
fucking
tweets like this
stupid
getting a lot of
bitch.
attention. In addition to uglifying Cortana, Halo Combat Evolved changed the story to add an ugly, mannish girl boss. And you can see the images are absolutely profound. This is not an edit. This is just what they're presenting you with.
It's just what that is.
Amazing. At this point, it's not on.
And there are occasional Marines. There is also Veronica Dare in ODST. I don't know why the fuck they felt the need to do this. They had Kat in Reach. These people cannot write female characters. Literally not even a little bit.
Obvious
oh my
already.
God, bro.
It's all
They literally just
okay,
can't,
they are subverting
dude.
your hobbies. They hate you.
Everywhere,
They want to
yes.
ruin everything you enjoy by giving you this. They know what you want, and they're not giving it to you. Instead, they're giving you this and then calling you a bigot. If
You're
you don't
very
like
right,
it.
Rev. You're
And,
very
you
right.
can see some of the dialogue. Fantastic. Halo
Oh
remake
God,
already
shit
looking
post.
great.
I love that guy.
Williams,
He's funny.
no Sergeant Major. I'm not. It takes more than fancy armor and a good PR campaign to impress me. Oh.
You are talking to the Master Chief. This man saves the fucking universe. He already has a crazy reputation before Halo 1 starts. Are you fucking shitting me? I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. You don't talk to Chief like that.
Oh boy, everyone owes this girl boss some adoration and respect. You bet.
What should have happened is that Chief should have heard that, looked at her, went over, backhanded her in the fucking face, and then be like, ODST, you don't talk to a commanding officer that way. Because I guarantee you, in real military, if a subordinate talked to an officer like that, oh, they would get their shit absolutely fucking rocked. Oh, they would get their shit fucking
better
rocked.
respect her, or you're not going to, I guess, have her services or what.
The way this bitch acts would get that whole platoon of hers mopping outside an airfield in the rain. It would be raining outside. They'd tell you to go mop up all the rain.
Whatever.
That's what
this
they
is
would
just
give you.
So goofy and ridiculous. And then there's other just ridiculous changes. You can see the crazy 343
Yeah, I saw this. This
Guilty
was
Spark
stupid, too.
Marine
It doesn't
as
make any
a secret
sense.
now on Halo Campaign Evolved. And to sum it up, as provided in this quote, in the original game, he can shoot you and it hurts you. Then naturally, you panic, shoot him, and then you get the heaviest silence possible, realizing what just happened. Here, even when he's pointing straight at you, nothing hits you. This
And it
is
does
garbage.
0 damage.
I mean, like, that was an intentional choice. Why would they get rid of that?
I don't
Like,
know, man.
someone explain to me any other reason than the fact that they're trying to subvert this game and this IP and make it worse. And then there's some other things they're just
I don't
kind
know
of...
if he says it in this video, but apparently they didn't even have, like, all of Halo Studios even work on the game. Apparently they outsourced the majority of the actual dev work. Oh my god, dude.
Just kind of rolling with, I guess, the 343 art style is literally confirmed to be the result of genetic experiments. Cool. All right. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, just toss that one in there. Whatever. But bad news, guys. It appears that Halo Campaign Evolved's secret endings seem to tease a Halo 2 remake. Please,
oh, Jesus.
no.
Don't even do it.
No. Like, I think
Actually, yes. Go ahead and do it. It'll flop. And then they'll get a third chance with Halo 3. Then it'll flop because they won't learn anything from the past 2 remakes. And then they'll probably lose a lot of staff. And then they'll probably try it with ODST. And maybe it'll be like a DLC or something. Because it is like a much smaller game, right? Like, I don't think they probably wouldn't be cool enough to ship Halo 3 and ODST at the same time, even though their stories are basically, like, kind of congruent with each other. Like, well, no, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. Halo 2 and Halo 3 ODST are congruent. They probably wouldn't be cool enough to ship those 2 stories together at the same time so that they have, like, a more, like, continuous, like, link like that. They probably wouldn't be able to do that, right? So they would probably ship Halo 2 Remake and then do the ODST thing. It would be smaller. That would probably be their last chance because they know that because Halo 3 was such a cult classic. Like, Halo 3 was one of the most sold video games in all time, right? Like, I'm pretty sure. Other than, like, I mean, obviously the actual title is, like let me see here. Like, how many copies did Halo 3 sell in 24 hours? 2.5 million copies in literally 24 hours. And what year did that come out? Does it say what year it came out? 2007, bro. Like, dude, 2007, $170 million in the first 24 hours. Dude, these guys at 343, Halo Studios, whatever the fuck you want to call them, like, they're not capable of making a game that's that good. They're just literally not. There's no way. Because they can't make the hype around it. They can't make a good game, obviously. They failed with fucking 5. They failed with Infinite. They're failing with this. I mean, they probably have maybe 2 more tries in the max. I don't even think they'll get to Halo 3. Or if they do, they'll probably do Halo 2 and then jump to Halo 3 because they'll probably do it. They might do it chronologically and how the games came out. But, like, I don't really want them to touch the old games anymore because they obviously can't do it.
I speak on behalf of anyone who had the pleasure of growing up playing Halo 2 and all of the memories that came with it. Please leave it alone. Like, yeah, literally. For once, put your greed to the side and just put this one to the side. Leave it alone. This is an absolute disaster. I guess I'm a little extra angry given my own nostalgia.
Yeah, a lot of people love Halo,
especially the initial installments of this franchise, but I know I'm not the only one. I know there's millions of other people.
Oh, yeah, I've got my memories from high school playing Halo with buddies.
And they're just dumbstruck at how bad things have gotten. We have literally devolved. We've gone backwards with development in the gaming industry, and it's a shame to see. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Rev. It was a great video as always. It made me sad, but yeah. Halo Combat Devolved. That's so good. Which, according to the UN, earned you... yeah, and you already lost me. Yeah, deadass. Which also, too, they just ruled against this recently. Like, they said it was a thing, and then they said it wasn't a thing. Remember, the original Halo was the game that created the bro gamer scene. That was the new era, which these sorts of people now actively trying to end. Very, very true. Also, too, I can't remember exactly what the context was, but someone tried to say that Halo was like, they were talking shit about OG Halo or something like that, and they don't really realize that, like, literally, Halo reinvented, like, modern multiplayer games. I'm pretty sure the first Halo Combat Evolved was, I don't know if it was the first game to have online multiplayer, but it was definitely the ones that, like, really pioneered it and made it, like this person is saying, the bro gamer scene. Like, that was really the time. Like, I remember watching Red vs. Blue when it came out. The motherfuckers that are making Halo Campaign Evolved probably don't even know what the fuck Red vs. Blue even fucking is. They never learn and never will, and they'll still blame us and start calling us names for not liking this shit. Yeah, very fucking true. Pride was over a month ago. Halo Combat evolved. It evolved backwards, yeah. Who knew pandering to the modern audience would make them lose more money? Literally every fucking one. Literally everyone did. What an adventure this has been. Nani reacts. Dude, I gotta watch her reacts to these shits, dude. I was following this whole thing. This was so fucking funny. Oh my god, they infiltrated the Vatican. What did I must have watched that. I don't remember that conversation. Giving evil neuro access to Amazon. Oh, jeez, that's from a year ago. I didn't see that. Wait, what? 1% played it? Oh, shit. God damn. Alright, we got one more video we're going to watch tonight, and then we're probably going to do a few more videos tomorrow, too. Okay. This one's going to hit a little close to home. We're talking about a lot of nostalgic content tonight. Bethesda has finally lost control. Please, if you're on YouTube, let me know what, like, your favorite Elder Scrolls memory was, because, like, I'll never forget when I was in high school and my friend showed me Oblivion for the first time, and they had me do that side quest in Anvil where, like, the girl gives you the ring, but, like, or she tells you to go get the ring out of the well, but then you put it in your inventory, but it weighs, like, infinite pounds and you die instantly. And my friends, like, trolled the shit out of me with it after they already had me have a great time in the game, and then they had me do that. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? And then I was just kind of, like, astounded that when you died, and then you respawned, and then it completes the quest, and then you go back to the person that told you to do it, and then you tried to kill me, and it's like, bro, that bitch did kill me. Like, those were some, like, great, there was some really good writing in Oblivion, and then there was some good writing in Skyrim, but it wasn't as good as Oblivion, but Skyrim was, like, more fun for me. I don't know. I really, really do love old Bethesda games, or, you know, I don't know. It's just like, I really miss the feeling of old Bethesda games, and they haven't put out a good game since 2011, bro. Starfield was trash. Fallout 76 was trash. Yeah, sure, they've updated it a bunch, but it's still fucking trash. I don't know who really wants to play Fallout 76. I'm sure it's gotten a lot better, but, like, they can't make a good game at launch. And Starfield was supposed to be this giant magnum opus, and it's just absolute dog shit. Like, they just can't literally do anything right. So we're going to watch this. We're going to go down a little bit of memory lane here, and I don't know if he's going to talk about one of the things that I saw. I'll see if I can pull it up on the side monitor here. But I saw some crazy shit about what's going on with Bethesda.
Just let me drink this in for a minute. So we were just right about everything. All of the reasons why Bethesda games take too long to make, why the studio is in the shape that it's in, why Starfield was such a dumpster fire. Under Xbox, these guys were effectively given a blank check. They could do anything that they wanted. They could take as long as they wanted. They were treated like royalty, and what they did with that is effectively nothing. They just sat around. And Xbox isn't putting up with it anymore.
Shit.
Hell, they can't afford to anymore. So they're going as far as to even give Fallout over to Obsidian. Todd, you better watch out. Asha's coming for that jacket next, bud.
Yeah, boy.
Bethesda has to be.
He does always wear that brown leather jacket, yeah.
One of the worst ran studios in the entire games industry, and I don't even think it's close.
Let's think about that. Ubisoft is pretty fucking bad. Blizzard is pretty fucking bad. But at least Blizzard and Ubisoft actually put games out. Or at least updates for games. I don't even know the last thing Ubisoft did.
These guys have been coddled
that
by
wasn't
their
AC
fans.
Shadows.
Not all of their fans, but a good portion of them. The media has coddled these guys as well. They've never really been made to face the consequences of their own actions, but those days are over. It's done with. No, they're moving on. I've never experienced such sheer levels, such divine levels of catharsis as seeing Xbox's CEO come forward and say that their company and their studios have an accountability issue, a leadership issue.
Yeah, they do.
The blame isn't being shared the right way. It needs to be pointed in one direction, only to see these guys throw Todd Howard out into the limelight, make him go directly face the media and the fans and give them updates on the game, give direct timelines for when they're planning to do stuff, talk about stuff that's already in production. And
I mean, they go radio silent for how long ago was the ES6 teaser trailer? When did the ES6 teaser come out? Yeah. 2018, dog. we're almost a decade to when that teaser came out, and we haven't had shit for a fucking update. And they just keep working on these gay-ass Fallout games. And I'm sorry if you love Fallout, but, like, 76 was fun and cool, never finished it. 3, it was cool, my buddies played it, never finished it. Fallout 4, I think I did all of the railroad stuff, and then I got bored. And then it's like, oh, we should have played it on PC. Well, I didn't have a PC when that shit came out. I had a PS4. And, like, dude, like, you're telling me you have to mod all of the Bethesda games to get them to be fucking good nowadays? Golly, they can't just ship a good fucking video game? Come on.
It's beautiful. So today,
all of
I
their
want
games
to do
are in fucking pre-production even after they come
I
out.
want to talk about how Bethesda got here, how one of the biggest and most successful studios
Nice Veil
in
Maya
the
t-shirt.
entire industry has been brought to kneel, and why that's necessary. Also, well, why I think Bethesda might serve as a case study for how some of these studios need to starve. What's the saying? It just works. But before that,
that's
Helix
tough.
Mattress, as you guys might have noticed, I have moved quite a far distance from where I was before, and it just so happens that when Helix found out about it, they asked me if I would like another mattress, and seeing as I love the one that I already have, I absolutely said yes, and these guys sent me another one, and man, apparently it only gets better. I took their sleep quiz again, which only takes just about a couple of minutes. It asks you how you sleep, how firm you like your mattress, and what your specific needs are. I tend to run hot, so it matched me with a cooling mattress, which is exactly what I needed.
I felt that asleep pod too.
Showed up right at my front door. I rolled it out, and within minutes, I had a bed ready to sleep in. Since switching, I'm not tossing and turning all night. I am genuinely just getting some of the best rest of my life, and it just makes me wake up every single day feeling that much more refreshed. Even the cat likes it too. They also sent me their Comfort Adjust cooling pillows. You can add or remove the material
bro, a
that's
good pillow
inside
is
to get
great,
it as
dude. I
soft
love
as
a
you
good
want it
pillow.
or as firm as you want it, and I'm dead serious. I would never own another pillow outside of these. These things are absolutely fantastic. No neck pain, no problems, no nothing. So go to helixsleep.com/legendary drops to get 27%
You had a lot of fun modeling on that bed, didn't you, bud?
off site-wide using my link and my code.
I probably would
You
too.
can also use the QR code that's somewhere on the
Feeling
screen.
cute, might delete later.
These
You
are
know, a
the
little
best
one of those.
mattresses that I've ever slept on, and I honestly do not see myself owning a different one. Thank you to Helix for sponsoring today's video. When you think of some of the biggest names in the games industry, you tend to think of Capcom, Take-Two, EA, Activision.
Here's my question for this, because like I own this and I haven't gotten as far. I did do that quest that I talked about at the front of the video. That was fun again. But like that was a really fun trip down memory lane. Oh, this whole game is a fun trip down memory lane. But doesn't the game get more buggy the further you go in, but like bad buggy, like almost unplayable buggy? I feel like that was the case that I heard from someone else, and I didn't get like crazy far into it. I just had to get it because like they shadow dropped it the same day they announced it. That was pretty cool. That was pretty baller.
Nintendo, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda. But up until just recently, I never really thought about how much Bethesda stays out of the limelight. For one of the most decorated, well-known, and successful companies in the industry, it's kind of wild just how much of a wallflower these guys are compared to everybody else. This is the studio that basically defined the Western RPG. They brought a level of freedom and interactivity that most people probably didn't even think was possible. You could freely explore, stumble into random events, make choices that had actual consequences, kill and...
This game was kind of like the OG, like almost, I don't want to say generic fantasy, but it is almost like generic fantasy in the same way that like Mushoku Tensei is, you know? They kind of give me that similar kind of like vibe.
Your own run or just point your camera in a direction.
Not quite,
and
obviously,
make your
but
own
like, you
story.
know.
They were some of the first and honestly still some of the few games that genuinely let you play however you wanted. So why is that studio, of all studios, such a wallflower? Why does Bethesda blend into the background compared to everybody else?
Why don't they just crank out some of the best shit ever?
Is that they became way too successful. According to Bethesda, Skyrim has now sold 65 million copies across all editions, while Fallout 4 has sold 35 million units. That's just 2 games.
But it still does half of what Skyrim does because Fallout is fucking boring. I'm sorry, it is.
Skyrim alone has already brought in well over $2 billion, and that's before DLC or microtransactions. And off the back of that success, Bethesda stopped facing the normal pressure to release games consistently or even support those games.
You know what kills me too about this game? I'm pretty sure. So what killed me about this game was that like I wonder if they updated it because he's doing these slicing maneuvers with this. And I've played so much Chivalry that now that's the only way I can think about melee combat games. And, like, the fact that you can't drag an attack is so fucking ridiculous. Why can't they put that into a game? Like literally, like Shiv, whether you like it or not, it probably does have some of the best melee combat that you can have in a video game, in my opinion. Like that's like regular sword and board, you know, like it's so good. I don't know, like it's the only way I can think about it
that
now.
They already made because, well, they had enough money just not to care. So the gap between Morrowind and Oblivion was 4 years. Oblivion to Skyrim was 5, and it's now been 15 years since Skyrim came out. Fallout 3 to Fallout 4 was 7 years, and since Fallout 4 released in 2015, it's been more than a decade of silence outside of Fallout 76, which is a live service spin-off that was made by Bethesda Austin rather than Bethesda Game Studios proper. Well, I guess I probably shouldn't say that they haven't released anything because, well, they have re-released Skyrim some odd 15 separate times if you count every single port to new consoles that have been coming out ever since the Xbox 360. They even made a text-based version for the Amazon Alexa, which, yes, Bethesda actually made that themselves. These guys will do anything other than make
I didn't know they did it themselves.
Now, as funny as the Skyrim re-releases are, I think it reveals a real problem with Bethesda. They made a game, or they made games that were so successful that they no longer had to
And despite these bugs, people still loved it because the game was fun. Like nowadays, you get a buggy mess and it's like, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Right under the same pressure as everybody else. They could take their time. They could do whatever they wanted. They didn't need to release games consistently, talk to their audience, or even finish fixing the games that they had already sold because, well, the old ones kept making money anyway, and there was always somebody else there to fix their games for them. For years, people have treated Bethesda's problems like they were part of their charm. The bugs were funny. Broken quests were just something that happened. Characters falling through a floor. Save files corrupted. NPCs walking into walls. Entire systems that barely even worked. And somehow, well, all of that just became a part of the Bethesda experience.
Man,
people would laugh and post clips online, and they just download a fan-made patch that would fix half of the game. Bethesda benefited from that probably more than any studio ever has. They have had one of the most talented and dedicated modding communities in the entire world that have been working for these guys for free, fixing bugs, rebuilding systems.
And there's people that make whole different games in the engine. I have it downloaded, I think. What's it called? Endreal? Yeah, hold on. Let me find this real fast. Like, dude, like, yeah, there's a whole other, like, version of Skyrim that you can download for free on Steam. And it's a whole new game. It, like, uses the same engine, obviously. It's literally just a patch. Let me see if I can find this right here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, store page. Yeah, let me see this. Okay. Talking on screen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, literally Endreal Forgotten Stories Special Edition is a total conversion mod for Skyrim Special Edition. It offers immersive open-world new skill systems and gameplay with a dark psychological storyline and believable characters. SE features a new rendering engine, improved lighting and performance and stability. And it's literally a whole different fucking game that someone modded and made. And its reviews are still very positive. And this came out in 2021. There's literally, like, no other studio that has that level of, like, dedication from their fan base. It's insane.
Adding content, improving performance, and keeping these games relevant for years. Bethesda would release the framework, and then the community would spend the next decade finishing it. And now the funny thing is that Bethesda is so terrible that they'd come back years later and break all that work themselves. Their next-gen update that they had for Fallout 4 broke modded playthroughs, completely ruined VATs, and damaged a game that a community had already spent nearly a decade fixing. Then Bethesda left it like that for a year and a half before returning with their Anniversary Edition, hands out asking for more money while fixing the problems that they caused with their previous update. Think about how insane that is. This wouldn't be acceptable for anybody else in the games industry. Their modding community wasn't just expanding Bethesda's games, they were protecting those games from Bethesda itself. And even then, nobody inside the company seemed to face any real consequences. What I find insane is how this has just become so normal for this company. Bethesda now started actually defending this kind of behavior. They would talk about the scale of their games, the freedom that they offered, how these bugs were unavoidable when you're making something that's so ambitious. And, you know, sure, games this large are going to have some problems, but there is a massive difference between a game having some bugs and a company expecting somebody else to eventually
fix their
clean
shit
them up for
every
them.
time.
And that's where I think a lot of the real damage was done. When nobody is forcing you to actually fix your processes, well, you don't have to improve it. You already have people that are patting you on the back. You have tons of money that's coming in. You don't have to worry about that. And you have players that are the ones that are fixing your games and giving them more content for you. Bethesda could keep using the same development philosophy, the same production habits, the same excuses, because, well, people just kept showing up. They could release something broken, disappear for years, re-release Skyrim again, and guess what? The money just kept flowing. And what made it worse, I think, is when Microsoft bought these guys in 2021. Bethesda suddenly had access to one of the largest companies on the planet, nearly unlimited resources.
Like, they were already lazy, and, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 2021 about the time that Game Pass was coming out, and it's like, oh, all of our games are going to be on Game Pass. So, like, they were already lazy as shit. Because they put these games out, they don't fix them, or like when they do fix them, like I said, like he said, they break all of their things whenever the thing comes out. They break the patches, the mods, all these things, and then they got this extra cushion from Microsoft. And if you've been paying attention to Xbox Studios, every time there's a new game that comes out on Game Pass, if it flops, they don't really give a shit because they know that Daddy Xbox is just going to solve the problem anyway, and they don't have to worry about their jobs. Like, they don't have the same pressure as they did, like, when Halo was originally being made. Like, because, like, Bungie apparently made Halo 1, but they wanted to move on, and they, like, begrudgingly made Halo 2, and it was one of the best fucking games ever made, and then they're like, wait, hold on, before you go, we need, like, you need to make a third one of these. And then they're like, fine, but then they gave them more deadlines, and they were more strict on them, and then Halo 3 was one of the best-selling shooters ever made, and it redefined multiplayer, and all these things. Like, it was incredible. And now there's none of that pressure. There's none of that drive, none of that passion. And Bethesda, while I think they had the passion, at one point, they lost it all. I don't see an ounce of passion in the studio at all right now. I mean, hopefully that changes, but like what did we say? Like, OG Halo or OG, what do you call it? We're going on a decade since the ES6 teaser trailer. Going on a decade since a teaser trailer.
Sources
That's
and a parent
insane.
company whose entire management philosophy at the time was just leaving those studios alone. Xbox
I'll
constantly
never forget
bragged
what they
about
did to
giving
fucking
developers creative
Arcane
freedom,
Austin,
letting
dude. I'll
these
never
studios
forgive 'em.
maintain their culture and refusing to interfere with.
They made that 10 out of 10 amazing studio work on that fucking Redfall game, knowing damn well what they're actually fucking good at, and they forced them to make a live service game. That is so fucking stupid. The fact that they didn't make a whole separate game in the Dishonored universe in another continent or something like that is fucking unimaginable.
How these guys were making games,
Or
which
another Prey
honestly
game,
sounds
like,
great
holy
until you
shit,
realize
dude.
the kind of culture that you're actually protecting. I don't think Bethesda needed more freedom. I think that they had already enjoyed decades of it.
Exactly.
What they actually needed was somebody that was willing to walk into the building, look at how these games are being made, look at where all that money was going, look
tell
at
them
how
to get your
broken a
ass
lot
in
of these
gear.
games were launching, and ask why one of the largest RPG studios in the world can no longer release an RPG in a reasonable schedule or with any standard of quality. Instead,
Exactly,
Microsoft
bro.
just handed them a blank check and waited for Starfield.
Garbo.
And Starfield, man, this is the game that was supposed to justify it all. This was Bethesda's first new.
I wanted this game to be so good, and it was so ass. I'm so glad I didn't buy it. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't buy this game.
Universe in decades, Todd Howard's dream project, and the first major Bethesda release under Xbox. It had years of development behind it, thousands of planets, and the full financial support of one of the richest companies on the planet. If Bethesda's games were taking longer to make because these guys were putting in more effort and trying to make them higher quality and be more ambitious, then Starfield was supposed to be the payoff. Instead, it just showed how far this studio had fallen because, man, this game was enormous, but it felt entirely empty. You could travel across the entire galaxy, but most of that travel happened through menus and loading screens. You could land on thousands of planets, but most of those planets were entirely empty. Locations repeated, enemies repeated, objectives repeated, and the more that I played, the more obvious it became that the scale of this game was just there for marketing. And almost every single complaint that people had about Starfield was something that Bethesda had already been criticized for years about. Stiff characters, awkward dialogue, dated combat, shallow choices, repetitive content, and more bugs than we'd ever seen.
Horrible character models. Absolutely horrible character models. Holy shit.
Game, but
they were as bad as Mass Effect Andromeda when it launched.
I think Starfield's biggest
if not
problem
worse,
was that there was no Tamriel to get
because at least Mass Effect was on the Andromeda engine, or the Frostbite engine, excuse me.
Established characters or history that was carrying that experience. Starfield had to stand entirely on what Bethesda had become, once you remove the nostalgia and the mods and all of the reputation, there really wasn't all that much holding this all together. To me, Starfield just revealed Bethesda. It was the clearest look that we'd ever gotten at this studio and what it had become over all of these years of success, isolation, and nobody willing to tell these guys no. I'd like to take the time to remind everybody that Bethesda was genuinely shocked that people didn't like Starfield. So shocked that they took themselves to the negative Steam reviews, responding to just about every single one of them, telling players that you just don't understand the game and that's why you don't like it. I still remember one.
That is so fucking insane. Dude, holy fuck.
That was a guy talking about how boring and empty the planets were, and they came back with, well, when the astronauts went to space, they certainly weren't bored. Comparing
It's a fucking video game, bro. I'm gonna let him go.
real-life space travel to your video game is a whole level of ego that that's impressive. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
you had
true.
Emil Pagliarulo that was taking to Twitter to argue with gamers about how they just don't understand how the soup gets made, and they shouldn't even try to question the entire experience or anything like that.
That's so stupid.
Eventually deleted his Twitter account right afterwards, like many developers end up doing. This is the kind of reaction that only comes from a studio that is completely isolated, and their success had isolated these guys for so long. They were so genuinely surprised that people were not impressed with what they had done. And it's because they essentially just locked themselves in a closet and made this game and never thought they really needed to think about anything outside of themselves. These guys, they took themselves off planet. They were in outer space at this point. They didn't feel the pressure to improve. They didn't even look at any of their own competition. They didn't even look at games like No Man's Sky and realize that many of these guys, technologically, were decades ahead of these guys. And it wasn't even close. And honestly,
Bethesda felt behind. Because No Man's Sky was pretty bad whenever it came out, but at least they supported the game. And now I hear that No Man's Sky is actually really good. And then when I look at, what is it called, Starfield, like, it just looks sad in comparison. Because one thing I will say that Starfield, like, does not even compare to, what is it called? Like, in No Man's Sky, they actually have good colors. Like, No Man's Sky is colorful. And then when you look at Starfield, it is disgustingly drab.
Why wouldn't Bethesda feel like they could get away with it?
Hey, what's up, Alona?
Everyone spent years letting them do it. The media forgave them for basically every bug in the game because they're like, oh, it's just the cost of how ambitious these games are and how impressive these games are. Fans would laugh at the bugs and post clips. Modders would come in and fix everything behind them. They basically had their ass wiped the entire time they made their game, so why would they ever think that the shit don't stink? Of course these guys are going to start to believe their own bullshit after a while. But the problem is that with that level of success, eventually, you're going to start to have some problems. Because when you stop asking whether or not your games need to get better, they just don't end up getting better, and they get stuck in time. And that can go on for a while, especially when you make games as successful as Bethesda has made games in the past. But eventually, that check runs out. And in this case, Xbox is coming in to cash that.
Yeah, just look at Blizzard right now. Blizzard is fucking trash, too.
That check. I don't think people fully comprehend just how much of a failure Starfield was. This was Bethesda's first game in 2 console generations, a brand new IP that spent 7 years in development, had a massive marketing campaign, and likely cost that studio over $200 million to make, with some estimates putting
the most exciting thing about Starfield was the fucking trailer.
Total with marketing between $300 to $400 million. And this game hit the water and sank like a brick. On Steam, Starfield lost half of its players in 2 weeks, kept bleeding from there, and then when they dropped their first expansion, Shattered Space, it only brought back 9% of those players.
Jeez,
9%.
That is fucking tough.
If you guys don't believe me, then explain why Bethesda will happily tell us how many copies of Skyrim and Fallout 4 sold, but with Starfield, suddenly it's all just players and hours played. Bethesda made billions off of its older games, but that money doesn't last forever. You can only re-release Skyrim so many times. Their newest game flopped.
15
Nothing
times,
else
apparently.
was close to release, and Xbox was left footing the bill. Xbox itself wasn't making any money anymore, so new management came in, and man, that bill eventually came due. Microsoft recently announced 3,200 layoffs across Xbox, with the first 1,600 that happened immediately. ZeniMax and Bethesda were the ones that were hit harder than anyone, losing around 440 jobs. Teams then started to put together these incredibly morbid memorials for their laid-off developers, like they had
this
died
is so
in war
tragic,
or in
dude.
a car accident.
Funny story though. Okay, so the way that they are doing this is fucking cringe. Now, the way that you really do this, like a Giga Chad, is because short story for you. I had one of my managers when I was working retail. He was like a sub manager basically, right? But he ended up getting fired, but he never took his kombucha with him. And we put a sticker on his kombucha that said RIP and the manager's name, and then we just left it there for fucking months until the store manager saw it, and then he like took it and threw it away.
Man, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I'm sorry, but if you're this
you got to make a meme out of it, because otherwise you just look pathetic like those dudes.
disconnected from reality and you have this much time on your hands, you are practically volunteering for the next round. So I'd watch out if I were you.
Yeah,
But
100%.
the most important part of this Xbox reset wasn't even the layoff.
And I don't know how much he's going to talk about it, but just in case, because it's relevant for the conversation, they actually did a lot of like protests outside of the Bethesda office, and this was one of, where did it go? Did it go into here? This is part of it. I'm not going to go crazy. We're not going to talk about it long, but this is definitely part of the reason why, yeah, your games are very poorly made nowadays. Just saying. I'm not surprised. 3,200 was too few.
It was the accountability.
400
Asha
at this
Sharma
studio
came out
is
and
too
said
few.
that some work in some parts of Xbox had passed through nearly as many as 14 layers of management, while the
God,
platform
dog, dude,
teams
I
had
talked about
grown
that in another
40%,
video recently,
even
I
though
think.
their player base and play time had declined. According to her, all that complexity slowed down their decision making, blurred accountability, and
Yep.
made it harder for them to deliver anything. Their
Exactly.
plan was to cut down those 14 layers of management down to 5, and where possible, only 3. 14 layers of
Good.
management. Apparently, it took 14 people to make sure that nobody was actually responsible for anything. I don't know how many of you guys were actually around for the video that I did that was around the fall of Ubisoft, but I had interviewed current developers who had told me that
Yeah, is that the video that I reacted to? Because I remember talking about that, yeah, because I had mentioned that I had heard that as a joke, and that Ubisoft, it was fucking real. But it was a joke that was made in like the 90s or some shit. It was
oftentimes they didn't
fucking
even know their
wild.
bosses' names. If they actually had a suggestion or they had something that was urgent, it had to pass through multiple managers and different teams before it could ever actually reach anybody capable of doing anything about it. And clearly, that's just not a Ubisoft problem. Xbox had it. Bethesda had it. Hell, nearly every major AAA publisher and studio seems to have some version of it. It turns game development.
Do you think Blizzard has 24 layers of management? Because I feel like they do. Because I feel like that's the only way you get that Khadgar guy in a wheelchair.
Into this giant game of telephone.
And then no one can say,
Suggestions
hey,
never
this
make
is a
it
bad
through.
idea.
Games get completely distorted along the way, and conflict with changes from other things that other managers are making just make everything an entire mess and make these games so much worse for it. And when something finally does go wrong, well, nobody knows who to blame because there was no single person that ever had full responsibility. Who made that decision? Who approved it? Who was supposed to stop it? Nobody knows. And I think Bethesda and a lot of other Xbox studios have been benefiting from that kind of confusion for way too long now. A lot of people get angry when they see a lot of these layoffs, but I'm one of the very few people that believes that some level of these cuts is necessary across basically this entire industry.
Beyond
at this
a
point.
damn,
These
did you pick
studios
up that
need to
lockpick,
cuts
bro,
is
and then get
necessary
over
across
encumbered?
basically this entire industry at this
Golly. What are you carrying, bro?
These studios need to get smaller, not just because they're spending too much money and taking too long to make these games, but you can't have accountability when responsibility is spread across hundreds of people and 14 layers of management. What people don't really understand is that ideally, this means that there's going to be fewer mass layoffs. Instead of one failure having AoE damage across the entire studio, a smaller, cleaner chain of command makes it a lot easier for you to identify who the actual problem is and who actually is causing the problems and remove them before the entire company catches fire. And I think that's what we're already seeing with these layers of management that are getting stripped away because Todd Howard...
Well, like, the company's already on fire. It's already on fire, but like it's been on fire for years. Right now, I think they're trying to put out some flames. I don't know. I don't like Asha Sharma, I think, is doing good by laying off all these dudes. The problem is that how much of it is she going to end up outsourcing or allowing outsourcing to happen? I think that's going to be another issue. That's going to be something else that comes up, I promise.
Was dragged out into the light almost immediately. Xbox started finally asking questions that somebody should have been asking years ago. Why is the next Fallout game so far away when we have a successful
at least
TV
9 years
show
ago,
and it's already been over a decade since Fallout 4? Why is the Elder Scrolls so far out when it's been 15 years since Skyrim? Why is there no urgency from a studio whose newest game just flopped and isn't bringing the money in that it used to? Xbox tore away that protection that Bethesda had been hiding behind for all of these years, and placed Fallout and Elder Scrolls squarely on Todd's shoulders. They removed the media blacklist. They made Todd give a public update on the studio and on all of their projects. They pushed more of their games into development, and they even handed Obsidian the responsibility of leading another Fallout game. Now, this is the change that I think says the most about what's happening at Bethesda, because
I think that they were also so fucking jealous that Obsidian, as like cringe as Avowed was when it came out, like I know there were some people that did like it and it was okay for what it was, but like I bet you they were eternally jealous that everyone's favorite Fallout was Fallout 76 and that every Fallout game that they do is like Fallout 4.
I know that these guys do not like Obsidian, and I know for a fact
they
that
definitely
do
don't.
not like New Vegas, because despite it being one of the most beloved games in the entire franchise, we just heard just a couple months ago, Chris Avalon, one of the former leads for New Vegas, told a YouTuber, TKS Mantis, that Bethesda had sat the team down and gave them a PowerPoint presentation for everything that they had done wrong with Fallout.
What the
And
fuck?
now
But they have the
Xbox
best
is
one.
handing Fallout to Obsidian. To me, that
That's
says accountability
hilarious.
has finally come for Bethesda, but so has a loss of control. Xbox clearly doesn't think that these guys are handling their franchises properly anymore. They're essentially saying that you're not going to hoard the family jewels and do nothing with them. Either you're going to invest in these IPs properly, or we're going to find somebody else who will. And while I'm not the biggest fan of modern Obsidian outside of Grounded, I can't deny that these guys actually make games. I mean, since Starfield came out, they've released The Outer Worlds 2, Grounded 2, and Avowed. And if you zoom out even further to like Fallout 4 for Bethesda, well, that was 2015. Obsidian has released 11 games to Bethesda's 1. Again, I don't love most of their recent output, but
at least they're putting them out.
Lower, they keep their performance higher, and they keep their schedules tight. We are going to see another Fallout game within a realistic amount of time, and more importantly, Bethesda is going to finally have some real competition, someone else that's going to be making games with
I did want to play Pillars of Eternity. That game looked kind of cool. And they have another CRPG called Tyranny, I think. I thought Tyranny did decently well. I wanted to check that out. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think I have Tyranny in my library, but I haven't played it.
And Bethesda is going to have to live with being compared to these guys. And honestly, I think this is exactly what Bethesda needed. Not just the layoffs themselves, but the pressure, the accountability, and the understanding that they just can't keep sitting on some of the biggest franchises in gaming while sitting there and taking a decade.
I wonder how close they are to actually losing the Elder Scrolls. Like, I wonder how close. Like, I wonder if the thought crossed Asha Sharma's mind to give Elder Scrolls away.
To make anything. For years, Bethesda was treated like they were above the rules. They could take as long as they want. They could release their games broken. They could get those games fixed by modders, and they could still sell because, well, people love Fallout and the Elder Scrolls that much. But Starfield proved that Bethesda's name just isn't enough anymore, and it's not going to be enough anymore. I mean, it's been decades or over decades for some of the games that they put out. There's entire generations of kids that don't even know who these guys are. You're not going to have anybody to buy these games. So now they have deadlines, they have competition, they have somebody above them asking them where the games are, why are they taking so long, and why another studio can release 11 games, why they can still barely manage to make one.
This was one of the funnest parts of Fallout 4 too, and like it just doesn't it doesn't carry it, bro. I wish the whole game was as fun and cool.
That doesn't automatically make the next Elder Scrolls or Fallout game good. Xbox still could overcorrect, rush these games out, or expect fewer people to do more work, but at least Bethesda can't hide anymore. They have to communicate. They have to deliver. And for the first time in a long time, they have to prove that they still deserve to control these franchises. Bethesda's free ride is over. And honestly, I think it should have ended a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. We're way
Bethesda
overdue.
being forced to change is a far better alternative to seeing this company completely dismantled and destroyed and seeing their franchises wither and die on the vine. Their free ride is over. The money from the past is running out. I think that's something to probably keep in mind, is that like while these guys have made a ton of money, a lot of money, after a while, those sales are going to start to dwindle because people just aren't going to be buying your re-released games all the time. And Starfield definitely did not give these guys the boost that they were looking for. The Xbox welfare checks are being cut. So,
how long until Starfield remastered, huh, boys? You think we're going to get 1 or 5 remakes of Starfield remastered before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out? I'm so curious because there's no way we're not going to get a Starfield remaster before Elder Scrolls 6.
It's time for these guys to actually get to work and start acting like a real studio again. This is either going to be a new era for Bethesda, or it's going to be the start of their downfall. And I don't think that there's going to be a middle ground with this. This is also going to serve as a case study for a lot of other companies and what they're probably planning to do with their guys as well. Because in theory, by putting more responsibility and putting more accountability onto Todd Howard for the financial success of their games and the overall image of their company. Well, he should be taking his role seriously. He should be taking the actual like development of these games much more seriously, and he should also be taking the fans much more seriously. By getting rid of the media blackout, well, now you should also have a lot more transparency. By going and getting rid of these layers of management, you should have clear forms of communication, which means the game should get done faster. By having smaller teams, you should have a much more clear creative vision. This kind of pressure should form diamonds, but if Bethesda's too weak, and looking at the state that we saw Starfield released in, and just Starfield as a game basically entirely, these guys might be so weak that it could just crush them. Don't know which way that's going to go, but we're going to probably find out pretty quickly. I'll tell you that right now. These franchises deserve better. I think that's probably the one point that I want to make, because it's clear that Bethesda either has no idea what they're doing, or that these guys are effectively in the mindset of, we don't have to know what we're doing because we're the ones that made them and we can do whatever we want. And I think that these guys think that they're just always going to be relevant and they're always going to be able to make money. But I'm telling you guys, what a lot of these companies fail to realize, and this is something that's going to become a really big issue in the next coming years, and it's probably something that I probably need to make a video on at one point in time. So maybe they can understand it a little bit better, but this is going to make me feel so old when I say this. There are kids today that are getting their learner's permits that were born when Skyrim came out.
Oh, Jesus.
There are entire generations of kids that have grown up not even knowing who Bethesda is. Maybe they ended up playing Skyrim or something like that because of their parents. Maybe their friends got it for some weird reason. Maybe they actually got caught by one of the re-releases, but I can guarantee you that there are a ton of kids that have no idea and have no interest at all in anything Bethesda has done, and they don't even understand why people are probably giving them the
I need a beer.
If when I look at
I need a shot.
the games industry and I see how we have like this massive epidemic of live service games and things like Roblox and stuff like that. Well, the thing is that much of that is to blame by the fact that there's just not any good games that are actually released by the industry, by some of the most important and most influential franchises in the industry. Some of the biggest companies in the industry have basically been asleep at the wheel, and because of that, they've lost all of these guys. And the only way for you to get back in the saddle is to make sure you're actually making games, and that's exactly what Bethesda needs to do. Otherwise, these guys are going to be left in the dusty tome of time. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, subscribe
it was good,
to the
but it
channel,
made me
share
sad,
it
bud.
with your friend, share it across social media.
It was wonderful.
YouTube really likes it when you guys share it and try to steal their viewers from other platforms. That's how the whole engagement entertainment system works, I guess, or something like that.
Hey, that was a good stream. I was there for that.
I gotta get a haircut. I'll catch you guys in the
He
next
does.
one.
Looks pretty good, though. The luscious locks. Todd feeling 16 times the pressure. Hope so. My dad had to drive me to GameStop to get Skyrim and Fallout 4. I'm having my own kid now. That's how long it's been. 14 layers of management is just weaponized incompetence. Yeah. This is why games made the 90s and early 2000s were so good versus now, where it was a team of close-knit friends making something they loved. They didn't need to get approval from 10 different managers to add a door into their game. Yeah, true. Very true, man. Golly, man. Oh, man, that was fucking insane, bro. Golly. Oh, what time is it? 9:30. We've been live for almost 2 hours. Okay. Let me see here. I feel like we probably got time for one more, right? I didn't do the shoe on head react. I did not do the shoe on head react. The problem is that I already spoiled it, and I feel like it should be done tomorrow when I'm a little bit more fresh. When I'm just a wee bit more fresh. What the hell is that? Nightmare Operator? New indie game? Oh, what is this? It's like 52 seconds long. Oh, is this? Oh, okay, never mind. Did it refresh my entire page? Hell yeah, did I always hate that? Oh, bro. 5 days new.
Now, what is this here? I can look at it.
Yeah, we haven't done an Asmon video tonight. We gotta do an Asmon video. We gotta do an Asmon video. No. Oh, here we go. Okay. Flashbang.
No, what is this here? I can look at this. Fillion wipes out in private story YouTube.
Oh,
or
this is old
Twitch and
news.
other socials. Fillion's YouTube channel has been wiped. Channel bio, schedule.
Everything. Literally everything. Oh, yeah, this is old news. I'm not gonna upload
1,000,000
this.
followers, and she just deleted everything.
Asmon knows who Fillion is, right? I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, literally everything's gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Fillion, how many subscribers? She had 3 million subscribers on the YouTube.
Yeah, bro,
That's a
she's
lot
massive.
of subscribers. Oh my god.
When she comes back, bro, she's gonna be the fucking Kai Cenat of fucking VTubing, I swear.
Oh wow.
I swear, bro.
What the hell happened? Who is she? She was a VTuber. Still shocked she got away with it as long as she did. Netflix series is going to be insane. Just kidding. I have no idea who this is.
Oh, Jesus.
Any lore masters, probably some overdramatic nonsense. Not sure this is relevant. Yeah, what is this? Like, I really wonder what's going to happen. Like, yeah, I didn't even... What the f*** is going on? She didn't have rights to it? Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we're thinking it's because she didn't have the rights to the thing. Oh, I saw that react earlier. That was so fucking funny, dude. Holy cow. That's so funny. She finally got deported. Man, I wish the ice was that strict. Oh, man. Hold on one second here. I don't know what all we got going on here. Iron Mouse has a face reveal plan. Probably been planning not to do it, I would imagine. Compilation. What the fuck? That seems kind of unhinged. Rules of engagement, the gray state. That sounds familiar. Okay. Let's see here.
Hi to Cleo for me. Thank you.
Oh, she's getting off. Holy shit. Wait, she only streamed for 4 hours? Well, I'm only streaming for 2 or so. Oh, I guess he's playing Beast of Reincarnation. Yeah, I do want to check that game out. I can't lie. Well, I guess I've done all my reacts I need to do tonight, boys. Thank you for anyone that stopped by. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I was looking for something to do, but tomorrow we will maybe do 1 to 2 more video reacts, and then we're going to play some video games, probably some more Monster Hunter. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys